Hello, my friends. I'm Nikki Stanzione, and I'm so excited to talk to you about a really good reason to be feeling forever bright. You know, there's nothing like feeling dull. There's nothing like feeling gloomy and dark. But when you can feel bright, life is better, right? That's why when the sun comes out, we all feel so good, right? Well, how about having a line of jewelry that reminds you every day that there's something that's going to brighten your day just from looking at your hand, maybe looking in the mirror at your earrings, maybe looking at your décolletage, right? There are so many reasons to be excited this hour because this entire hour is not only going to be featuring the beauty of Forever Bright, which we'll talk all about because, of course, we're talking about moissanite, and there is nothing like this incredible moissanite. That was really where it all began as far as setting the bar for the best in the biz. But do you notice on the screen there's a little tag right there, and it says something super special. It says up to 25% off. And by the way, remember, this is jewelry shopping season. Why? Because we're in Valentine's season. We're in the season of love. And this is the season where the most jewelry shopping happens. Even more so than Christmas, even more so than birthdays. I will tell you now, this is when everybody starts to think, ooh, what should I get as a gift for Valentine's Day? Something forever. Because let me tell you, flowers and chocolate don't last forever. But moissanite will. Okay, let me also give you another special treat before we get into it. Every single thing that you see in the show, ready? Free shipping and returns. So anything that you see that you love, do not tack on extra money for shipping because you're not paying for it. And if for any reason you need to return something, which I don't foresee in your near future, but if for any reason that should happen, you will have free returns. I know, that's like, I wish we had some sound effects with applause because that deserves applause. I'm so excited for you guys. Let me just tell you, we have so many incredible things from rings to pendants to earrings. But first, let me give you a little sneaky peek preview. I like to call it the appetizer of the show. It is one of the most extraordinary rings I have ever witnessed. And the fact that it's on my hand right now is making me feel very special. And it will do the same for you, which is what it's all about. This is a 3-carat diamond equivalent weight in your Forever Bright moissanite. Remember that you are going to test as moissanite. This is absolutely the best of the best in the world when you're talking about lab-grown moissanite. And the Forever Bright is a step-up upgrade from your classic. And the classic is fantastic, but let's step it up a notch, right? This moissanite ring is in 14-carat white gold. So do you see that beautiful band of gold? Just the gold alone makes it super special. And just a little tidbit of information for you. Gold is up to $2,018 an ounce. Yes, $2,018 an ounce. So when you're getting this incredible 14-karat white gold, and you're getting a whole lot of it, you can see the substantial weight of this. When you see how beautiful, look at the polish, by the way, on that. Is that gorgeous? When you get that gold, that in itself makes this price extraordinary. But then look at these gorgeous stones. Are you kidding me? All of these beautiful rows. You've got 3 rows, and you've got the scalloped edges as well. So it's just a beautiful design. It's a standout piece. It's a showstopper. Stick around because it's coming up in the show. You can shop with us by giving us a call at 888-521-4367. And guess what? Our call center is right there to my right, and they are waiting for you to call and say, I want in. And when you do that, they will help you. If for any reason you see a piece of jewelry that you love so much, but you wish it was in yellow gold or you wish it was in white gold, tell them. We're here to serve you. That is what made shopping is all about. It's about making it for you, making it tailor-made for what you want. So let's get to what you want, and let's kick things off with this beautiful piece. And this is, to me, not only a forever piece as they all are, but this is the kind of piece of jewelry that you will wear as your signature every single day piece. It doesn't require a special occasion. It's not something that's so subdued that it doesn't make itself known, but it's not so ostentatious that it's too much. You are looking at 87 points in this gorgeous, clean, brilliant, sparkling beauty. And I love the graduation of the stones as they graduate toward that center. That centerpiece is what makes it so special. I am a little confused by the price. I'll tell you this, I haven't been here in a little while. And I don't know what happened, but I don't typically see pieces like this in gold, mind you, and by the way, 14 karat gold, with the colorless look. You're looking at near colorless, guys, GH, near colorless. And you see the brilliance. Why do we talk about the fire of a stone, particularly in this moissanite? Because you're seeing a prism of gorgeous rainbow light that exudes from each and every one of these stones as the light hits it. And that is what makes this so incredibly special. Now, your normal price on this, already lower than I would have typically priced it at $860. You're saving over $200, friends, and you are getting this beautiful 7-stone ring. I mean, you can make it your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday ring. It could be the 7 days of the week. Let's go to the wheel, shall we? Yes, every time I say let's go to the wheel, I feel like everybody, the audience should applaud like as it spins. Big money. Oh, nope, I don't want big money. I want small money. Small money, big look. Small money, big look. Done. It landed. It's the small money, big look, and I like it. You're saving over $200. And by the way, here's something really fun. If you're shopping with us and you're saying, well, you know, I love what I see, but I want to watch a lot of different things throughout the show. I want to decide what I want to get today. I want to kind of, you know, price it out. I would like to be able to do the purchases online. No problem. You can do that so simply by going online to madeshopping.com, or something even easier. You'll love this. Take your phone, open up the camera like you're taking a picture, and scan that code that you see on your screen to the left of the ring. When you scan that code, it'll take you directly to that item, and you will have the opportunity to purchase it in your size. It's phenomenal. Listen, you can't lose with situations like this. I want you to keep note that you have almost a 1/4 carat in that center stone. So let's just say you were getting a solitaire, okay? Let's be realistic here, friends. Let's say you wanted a beautiful solitaire ring. You wanted at least a 1/4 carat. You want the fire, the brilliance. You want the gorgeous clarity. You want all of those things that we seek and look for in our moissanite, which is why so many of us shop for moissanite instead of actual diamonds, right? Because they test like diamonds. You're going to see chemical and physical properties and the optical properties that you see as well. But here's what makes it special. You have more brilliance, more fire than you have in a diamond when you're looking at moissanite. That's why you're seeing a rainbow of colors in every one of these clean, bright, white stones. And bright, of course, will always remind you the name of what you're looking for. It's your Forever Bright collection. Now, here's something else I want you to know. It's really important to keep in mind that when you're looking at these pieces, if you were going to buy that 1/4 carat solitaire stone in 14 karat gold, you're typically looking at spending prices closer to the thousands. You very rarely are going to come across a piece just slightly over $650 that not only has that almost 1/4 carat in the center, but then you have 2 16-pointers. And then you also have your 1-pointers as well. So you're going to have all these beautiful sizes as they graduate to the center, and you're going to have a bright, bold, sparkling look for such a low price. I'm going to give you one last look on that wheel, and I want to implore you, when you can save over $215, you're at $217.25 just in the savings alone. For $650, $175, make it yours. There's ways that you can even budget yourself by getting a special option to space out the payments. And so that's going to make it simple for you as well. It's called Shop Pay. And all the information will scroll at the bottom of your screen, and feel free to tell our customer service representative friends that that's what you're looking for, and they'll help you out, no doubt. All right, let's make that happen, guys. 623038 is the item number. That is, listen, I started the show by telling you everything is going to make you feel brighter, right? You brighten your day with beautiful jewelry. There's something about it. You could be having a really bad day. You could be having a really dark and dismal day. And sometimes you just have to look at your hand and go, okay, my mood has brightened up because of Forever Bright, right? It's that simple. It's really that simple. Now, I said to you, imagine getting yourself a solitaire in gold. So let's forget that whole imagine thing and let's just make it happen. Why don't you do that? Here is one of the most beautiful, classic, gorgeous, luxurious, and forever styles. And the reason that this is so perfect to me is because it is that kind of engagement ring style that we love in a cushion cut. Now that cushion, just for your knowledge, is 2 carats. okay? So you have a 2 carat diamond equivalent weight. We all aspire to be in that 1 carat club, right? We're like, oh, I want to be a VIP. I want to get in the 1 carat club. Well, forget 1 carat. If we can double down and get the 2 carat club, I'm more in for that one. Are you guys with me on that? 4-prong design on this classic style, beautiful, beautiful design, slim shank on this, so it's going to be really, really feminine and really beautiful on the hand. In fact, I'll put it on for you, but I just want you to take note, with very little movement, you're still seeing that fire. That is what it's all about. And when you see that light that is just absolutely reflecting and refracting from that stone, you know that you are in something special. Not to mention, I don't know, do we have a ruler, guys? I was thinking maybe I'll measure this. If we get a chance, it's not a big deal. If there's a ruler, I'll measure it. If not, no worries. But that is a big stone, right? Don't you think? Oh, you know what? Have you ever said, I wish I could ask for something like there was a genie and it would be like, show up? I literally just did that and bam, there it is. So maybe you were wishing for a ring like this. I wished for a ruler and look how that worked out. I mean, sometimes things just really work out for you. All right, take a moment and just notice that you are at 1/4 of an inch just in this size. We're not talking about the diamond weight. When you talk about, this is important. When we say a 2 carat or 3 carat, whatever we're talking about in carat weight, there's a reason we're saying weight. It's about the weight of the stone, right? It's not about the size. So size and weight, 2 completely different things. So when you say, oh, I want a 2 carat ring, you're not talking about the size, you're talking about the weight. Now, it's big and it's bold, obviously, but when you also measure in on the size, you recognize that this is a profound look that is really going to make it's going to make people turn their heads. Let's just put it that way. It is a head turner, as they say. And I also want you to notice that you're, again, under $1,000. Do you know, a lot of people out there are searching for alternatives in their engagement rings from a diamond. And the #1 alternative has become moissanite over the years. But 30 years ago, in 1995, Charles and Colvard, they perfected the art of creating moissanite at the level in which we all wanted to see it, meaning that you're going to maximize fire, you're going to maximize the brilliance, you're going to have exceptional stones that are going to be clean and bright and as colorless as you can get. I mean, you're looking at GH in color, that's near colorless, right? So you're almost near color. When you say near colorless, to the naked eye, it looks colorless, right? And so when you think about that, that's what people notice. It's not always about having the biggest ring. If the clarity and the color is not so good, who cares, right? I'd rather have that. But what if you can have both? And that's exactly what this brand offers us. The opportunity to have both the good price and the exceptional carat weight and the exceptional color, clarity, brilliance, fire, and no doubt about it, you are looking at 14 karat yellow gold. Now, to my earlier point, if you say, gosh, Nick, I love that ring, I want that ring, I just wish it was in white gold, call 888-521-4367. Tell our customer service representatives, hey, I would love this ring. Is there any way I could have it customized and have the same stone and same style, same design, but I could have it in white? Ask. Ask and you may be able to receive, right? It never hurts. The answer is always no if you don't ask, so I say. Now look at the stone. I want you to see from the table to the culet, you see every single inch of this beauty. And it really does epitomize why we love diamond rings, right? We love diamond rings, but most of us could never afford to have a diamond ring of this caliber, with this carat weight, with this look, set in gold. It would break the bank for most of us. So why not go for even more brilliance? Why not go for a higher refractive index? Why not go for more fire? I mean, it's blinding, guys. Look at that rainbow that you're seeing. And oh, have I mentioned you're saving over $300? In case I forgot to mention, let me just share some news with you. You're saving over $300. How good is that? How good is that? Now, also another thing I want to mention is the cushion cut, because people ask a lot about cuts and why they like certain cuts over others. In every piece, it's always going to be subjective, right? It's always going to be about your personal taste. I will tell you this. A cushion in a solitaire at this carat weight is always going to look even bigger. the size of that cushion, I always compare a cushion kind of to a pillow, right? Because you have this almost, square that, but it's kind of rounded on the edges. It's not completely edgy, it's not sharp on the edges, on the four corners. It's just slightly curved, right? Just enough. And that's going to give you this big, bold, powerful look. And you're allowed to see how much that fire is accentuated when you look at it at every single angle on this piece. Let me just show you one more time the entire piece from top to bottom, just so you can get perspective on everything about it. I love the beauty of this four-prong setting. It is just so traditional. It is so feminine. It's so perfect to wear every day of your life. And it's even better when you're saving over $300. This should be $1,200, already a great price. Today, $906.75. The item number on this, 663-605. I know we're busy in the call center right now. I know a lot of people are on the phone lines, and therefore I implore you to be patient. Or, of course, you can also go online and you can scan that code and you can get the product just by going to the website. So that's very simple as well. Up to you, but don't let it pass you by. And guys, men, when I say guys, I'm talking to the men out there. You're saying, she's got everything. What do I buy for the woman who has it all? I hear that all the time. What do I buy for the woman who has it all? Well, first of all, we never have it all, just for the record. You may think so because maybe we have a lot of things. There's no such thing as having it all for anybody. So there's always that one extra thing that you could get for somebody that's going to melt their heart and change their lives. And I promise you, a piece like this, that's classic, this fits everybody's style. As long as they like to look beautiful and classy and also classic, boom, done. There it is. 663-605, that is the item number. Make it yours. Now, I know we've been talking about these beautiful rings, and of course my other ring that you've been seeing is coming up as well later in the show. Want to make sure that you guys are there for that. But I also want to bring in some other pieces so that you can have, some nice companion pieces for everything you're getting for your hand. And you can get some beautiful pendants, also some beautiful earrings, a little something for everyone. Because, and this is an important one when we're talking about gifting, the ring is very important. And of course, gold can be resized, especially in a piece like this, you can resize. However, why should you want to do that if you don't have to? If you know somebody's size, great. If you don't, it's kind of nice to sometimes just buy something you don't have to worry about the size. As long as you know somebody has their ears pierced, you're good on the earrings. As long as you know somebody has a décolletage. Do you know anybody who doesn't? Hello, just wondering, do you have a neck? Can you imagine? That'd be weird, right? Okay, anyway, we all have one. So you're pretty safe with this situation. You're pretty safe, I will tell you. You're not pretty safe, you're very safe. I'm not taking this off, by the way. I'll take it off later. I don't feel like it. I like it too much. Here's what I want you to do now. I want you to think about what we talk about with a solitaire in a ring. And now I want you to think about having it in a pendant. So which one should we do first? Should we do, well, you know what? Let's do the, we have both of them, right? So I'm thinking we should do the cushion so that you can pair the cushion with your ring. Let's do that. All right, let's do that one. I'll move this one. Well, actually, I'll just scooch it back for a second. Okay, good. There we go. Now, you've got your ring. You're saying, well, I love that cushion cut, Nikki Stanzione. I love it. And I'm saying to you, well, guess what? You're going to love it just as much in a pendant. Now, I have a question for you, because I don't know if you guys noticed that you are looking at just slightly shy of 2 carats once again. But do you notice that in addition to having this beauty, you're also getting, if I'm not mistaken, you're also looking at, yes, you're looking at all that glory over the top like a crown. Dun, 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 right? Like a crown. Why do I say that? Because I want you to feel like a princess or a queen. You are looking at this beautiful cushion cut. It's actually 1.70 carat in diamond equivalent weight, but you also have 3-point rounds, and you have these beautiful designs that just elevate the look of that piece. Look how gorgeous this is. Now, I have a question, guys. Are we including the chain? No. No, come on. Okay, apparently, I was a little scared to ask on live TV, but I did it anyway. Apparently, it is included. Yeah. So I don't know about you. I don't know if you've gone into a jewelry store lately. I have. I do my homework. I've gone into a jewelry store. Do you know that if I wanted to go buy myself a chain, and I believe this is 18 inches if I'm not mistaken, do you know that if I went to buy myself a lobster claw chain, lobster claw clasp, in gold, white gold, I would be paying hundreds of dollars for the chain alone, making this an off-the-chain deal. See what I did there? $741, are you kidding me? That's not just for the chain. That's not just for the moissanite. That's for all of it. That's for the whole shebang. And you are saving almost $250 today. Let me get a little measurement on this one for you so you can see the drop right here. Let's see the drop on this. Okay, so your drop on this is going to be about a ½ an inch. So you have a nice profound, actually, let me draw, there you go. Actually, just slightly over ½ an inch, I believe. So that is a profound look. And I will tell you that as you move, it moves. When I move, you move. Just like that. Yes. I just took you back, didn't I? I don't know if you listened to that song ever in the past, but maybe I did. But look what else is really special about this. It's what makes this brand so special. It's about the fact that it is forever bright. And I'm not just saying that because it's a name. You know, you've heard brand names and you're like, that brand name doesn't really match what it does. Well, this does, because it will be bright forever and ever and ever. Because not only do you have the beauty of the brilliance, the fire, the clarity, that gorgeous near colorless, bright, bright color, but guess what else you have? I didn't even tell you this. You're looking at a 9 1/4 on the Mohs scale. Why is that important? I'll tell you. Because the hardest gemstone known to man is a diamond. That's a 10 on the Mohs scale. Okay, so that's why people say, "Oh, it's unbreakable. It's such a hard stone. It's not going to scratch easily." If you're a klutz like me, and I'm such a klutz, the good news is that you don't have to worry. Right? The next one down from a diamond that we typically think of is going to be your corundum. It's going to be your rubies. Then we're going to think of your sapphires, right? That's a 9 on the Mohs scale. Then we think of emeralds. Well, emeralds are from the beryl family. That's an 8 on the Mohs scale. So still very good, very strong stones, very strong, right? Very hard stones. However, moissanite falls in between the diamond, the hardest in the world, and the rubies and sapphires. So you are in a very good position if you are somebody who wants to wear something, whether it be a ring, whether it be your pendants, whatever it is that you do in your life. If you want to ensure that what you have is going to last you forever, done. It's done. Just finished. There it is. You got it. Do you believe this price, though? It's nuts. It's a little crazy. It's crazy. $741.75. I know. Listen, I told you right at the top of the show, everything would be up to 25% off, and I was not playing around. Up to 25% off on the most sought-after jewelry, right? This is what people are wanting, especially this season. And if you don't know somebody's size and you're gifting, whether it be for your significant other, whether it be for your child, your parent, your sibling, your best friend, whoever, make sure that you are saving as much as you can when you can. So take advantage of a deal when it's in front of you like this. I'm telling you now, I live in the New York City tri-state area. You do not walk into a jewelry store and see diamonds or moissanite at these prices anywhere. When you can get almost $250 off at this quality, we're talking about a 30-year-old brand that does it right. Oh, and they also do it bright. See, I can rhyme too. You do it bright, you do it right. And I will tell you, if you're gonna do it right. Right. Wham said that back in the 80s, in case you were wondering. $247 savings, and you are looking at just over 1 3/4 carats in diamond equivalent weight. So I will tell you this, if you loved the cushion, okay, that's 614-670. But maybe you're saying, you know what, Nick, I love the cushion, I do, it's gorgeous. However, I'm a round girl. I like the rounds. I like that classic round, brilliant look. That's what I want. Well, we got you covered. That's the beauty here, is you're getting everything from, listen, when a network is called Made Shopping, it would be a shame if things weren't made for everybody, right? If it was a very, very specific and, not, just not many choices. why would we call it made shopping? It's made shopping because it's made for you, for every one of you, so that if you have different tastes than someone else, you can have your taste fulfilled as well. And once again, believe it or not, it's in gold. Oh, and not only is it in 14 karat white gold, but it's also going to include, yet again, the chain. And let me tell you guys this, if you are not familiar with shopping on TV, or on websites, maybe you haven't typically bought your jewelry watching it on a TV network. I will tell you this, I've worked at various networks, and one of the things that is not typical anywhere, by the way, half an inch on the drop there too. What's not typical? Number one, chain included, particularly if it's in gold. The other thing not typical, free shipping. We will ship them for free. Maybe you want to do a companion piece for someone you love. Maybe it's like a sister thing. Maybe you say, you know what, I want to get myself that round solitaire, but I really want to get the cushion because I know my sister would like that one. Okay, get them both, and guess what? We will ship them to you for free. We have free returns as well. Don't anticipate you needing them, but you have it. And then you are also going to be able to have this beautiful bail, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed, on the bail, as you're looking at the shot that's up right now, keep your eye on that. Doesn't it remind you a little bit of a heart? I mean, hi Valentine's Day, or a V for Valentine's Day. Kind of a little bit of both. It looks like a heart to me though. So for me, I am all about symbolism. And listen, you can't get better than the moissanite that you get from Charles and Colvard. 30 years in business, that tells you something. You can't get better than that. You have your classic, which is phenomenal. We step it up with our Forever Bright. And I want you to understand that when you are getting something that spectacular, the extra added details are like these unbelievable free upgrades. It's almost like if you were going to get a new car and you really wanted this whatever car that is, right? That brand, that's the car you want. And you're like, I gotta have that car. I can't get the sunroof though. I don't think I can do the leather seats because then it takes it up to, this is like getting the car with the leather seats and the sunroof. You see what I'm saying? You're getting the chain, you're getting the quality, you're getting the attention to detail. And this time of year, there is nothing more perfect as far as I'm concerned with detail than a heart shape. And that's literally, your bail looks like a heart. So guys, I'm gonna bail you out of a situation if I don't know her size, I can't buy the ring. Okay, there you go. Get this instead for now, you're good, right? That's how, see how I bailed you out? See what I did there? That's fun. And by the way, something else is really fun is that when you call, I can see everybody on the phone lines, which is super fun. They're not like in some other center in another state or far, far away in a land I've never seen before behind closed doors. There's a whole glass wall, and I can see everybody on the phone, and everybody's going crazy because people are calling for both. I get it. I'll actually remind you, the first one I had was number 614670. That's the cushion for your beauty in the round, which again, we're looking at, I mean, this is crazy, 2 carat. It's beyond me that we're able to do what we're doing. That one is going to be number 612723, okay? So that's going to be your number. So now you can get your rings, you can get your pendants with the chain, and let me remind you, the chain alone would be hundreds of dollars. We're talking about gold at 2018 an ounce. So that's spectacular when you're doing this. But you know what you don't have yet? This is important. I don't have them either, studs. I don't have a stud in my life right now. It's okay. It's fine. It'll all work out eventually. No, studs for your ears. Those kind of studs. Sorry, guys. This is a treat because I feel like, and I could speak as somebody not only who's in this industry as a professional, but as somebody who likes to shop, somebody who loves to wear jewelry, right? I feel like there are certain items that are your absolute must-haves. Like in a wardrobe of clothing, you might say your black leggings or your great pair of jeans or your little black dress, right? Those are your go-tos, like the must-haves. In the world of jewelry, one of the must-haves on everybody's list is the stud solitaire. Now, the only thing that makes it better than just any stud solitaire, because we're all good with that. But if you can have a carat in each ear, that in itself is very important because that's where it really shows up, but not so much so that you feel like it's too much or too gaudy, right? You want them to show up just enough. But when they are set in gold and you are looking at forever bright moissanite, what you see before you is that gorgeous fire, that unbelievable brilliance, and of course, that high refractive index, so that every time the light hits that stone, nothing but fire emerges. And you never saw fire like this. I'm telling you, if you've shopped anywhere else, it's nothing like what you see from Charles and Colvard. There's a reason that for 30 years it's been working so well. That's why. You're seeing it right in front of your eyes. I'll do a very quick measurement just to give you some perspective on the size, now that you know the weight. Your sizing here is about, you're looking at about 1/4 of an inch, okay? So it's a really nice size, beautiful, 3-prong classic setting, but here's where things get a little extra special. You're ready for it? Oh, well, there is that whole saving $212 and change, there's that. But then, dun, 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 the magic of the rose gold. You know, we do a lot of beautiful pieces in yellow gold and in white gold, which in itself is phenomenal. But rose gold is like the sensation of the nation and beyond. People love rose gold because it blends so beautifully to all skin tones. And it's also, you know, it's a very trendy look. Well, that being said, how about having that rose gold at your disposal just like that? Without having to customize it, without having a special order. Well, can I get those in rose gold? I love the setting on this. I love the fact that they look almost flat, right? Because of that, it looks like almost like a bezel set, right? Because they're flat, they're not going to protrude from the prong. You're going to see them flat against your ear. And then look how beautiful, look at how beautiful that gorgeous framework is on that rose gold. You are getting rose gold, no extra upcharge, no extra upgrade fee. You're getting them as they are, and you are paying $636 for studs. Do you guys understand? Do you realize that if you just got your ears pierced, or you know somebody who just got their ears pierced, one of the biggest things is that you have to make sure you wear gold or you get an infection. The first few weeks of getting your ears pierced, you have to wear actual gold. Not the look of gold, not gold plated, actual gold. You have it. Done. Done. It's that simple. Now, if you love the look of those studs, and I hope you do, and I'm going to implore you to get both because this is a perfect set. But here's what I want you to do now. I want you to get yourself an astounding ring that is going to be classy and tasteful and elegant and beautiful. And I want you to spend less than $1,200 on that. By the way, have you noticed the carat weight? Have you noticed the carat weight, anybody? Have you noticed? 3.5 carats, just saying, just in case you were wondering, just in case. Just in case you were wondering, 3.5 carats, yeah, that's all. 14 karat rose gold, yep. I mean, we're not playing games. We are, listen, I am not a Backstreet Boy. We are not gonna play games with your heart tonight. We are going to stick to it. I used to be friends with those guys, by the way, just for the record. I actually was on their tour bus back in the day, back in the millennial days. It's good times, good times. Everybody, make sure you're buying. Yeah. Don't miss this, I'm telling you, because this deal is never going to, I am never going to see pieces like this anywhere under $1,500. What do you see in front of you? Once again, 7 stones. Now, in that last ring, just to give you a little bit of a comparison, I like to do that sometimes. In the last ring you saw, beautiful, beautiful piece. That was set in the yellow, gorgeous, classic. I told you this would be like a day-to-day signature. Keep in mind that in that piece, what you had, and that was just for the record, 623038, you had 7 stones, and they graduated, and a lot of people love that look. I particularly love it. But if you like a little bigger and a little bolder, what if every single one of those round brilliants were a 1/2 carat? Here they are, a 1/2 carat each. I mean, really, for this price, it should be a 1/2 carat tall. 1/2 carat each at this price. Look at that fire. I mean, is that too much? I mean, like, that makes my heart beat just a little extra fast. Almost as fast as my heart beats when the pilot on an airplane says, we have a maintenance issue, we're gonna be held up. Yeah, my heart beats very fast in those moments, not fun. But this is like the fun, fast heartbeat. Totally different, but still the same, if you know what I mean. And look at that fire. Listen, you can't make this up. I mean, this is what it's all about. It really is. And you hear people talk about, oh yeah, we've got gorgeous moissanite, really great clarity, really great color, nice fire. But if it's not done right, it's not going to look like this. This is where the bar is set, my friends. And I'm gonna actually, I can't look at it any longer and not wear it. It's just, I'm sure it's tough for you guys. I know it is. See, what I just went through is what you go through when you watch us. You're like, I wanna wear it. I wanna try it on. Well, that's what you get to do. You get to try it on, bring it home, enjoy it, love it, wear it, see what you think. You do have the free returns and you do have the free shipping. So, oh my God, like what? Sunglasses, please. Anyone? Can I please have a pair of sunglasses? Like, can you handle this brightness? This is why I started the entire hour with a very important comment that everything you see will brighten your day and brighten your hand and brighten the gold and everything else. See, I actually was very careful to enunciate the T because being a Jersey girl, we say brighten and we blank out that T, but in journalism school 1,000 years ago, I was taught that that was a very regional way to say brighten. It's brighten. But I say button, brighten. Yeah, I'm frightened. Yeah, that's just how we talk. You know, I'm not knocking it. It's how we talk. But I enunciate. My mom gets on my case if I don't enunciate. Very important. No, but okay, I went on a little tangent of grammar, but let's talk about this piece once again, because here's what makes this so special to me, is that it's got a really comfortable fit. Even though you have massive size stones, again, you're at 1/2 carat in each one of these 7 beauties, but they don't get in your way. So if you, I always say, do the Pac-Man test, waka, 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 right, like that. When you do that, you're not going to feel like it's in your way. It's not in your way, it's fine. Your hand, oh, sorry about that, your hand might touch, but it's not going to get in your way, right? And then look, I'm gonna flip it a little bit just so you can see. Look at that band of gold. And I won't sing it, but look at that band of gold. This is solid gold. I loved that show, by the way. I loved that show. I loved the solid gold dancers. When I was a kid, all I ever wanted to be was a solid gold dancer or the host of that show. I loved that show. I really dated myself just there because that was a show from the 80s that we loved, but I did love it. But solid gold, remember something, in all seriousness, joking aside, $2,018 an ounce for the price of gold. So when you're looking at 14 karat rose gold and you're getting this price, you're getting a massive savings. Let's go to the wheel so you can see the beauty close up. Listen, there are no words for how bright and bold and beautiful and that rainbow that you're seeing. You're seeing the yellows and the blues and the purples and the reds and the pinks and the yellow. I mean, you're seeing the greens. You're seeing everything. That is what you want. That is what it is all about, my friends. That is why moissanite is so off the charts and so spectacular and why we love it so much. That is why. And I do want to remind you guys, again, and I cannot stress this to you enough, you are looking at 14 karat rose gold. These types of prices, the quality of the stones, okay, that's a great price. You're getting for the quality of stone, that's a great price. But when you add in the gold, you have to recognize the value of that upgrade in itself. Because a band of gold, which I was starting to say earlier, is really important to take note of right now. Because if you go into the city, like for instance, if I'm in the city and I walk around and I go into one of the high-end jewelry stores, those jewelers, what they do, and I'm sure you've heard this before if you shop in any jewelry place or channel or what have you, the jewelry stores are going to start their day by looking at the stocks and the trading and what's going on. They're going to say, okay, gold is up today. Gold is back up. It goes day to day. They check day to day to see what's going on with the gold. And the ticket price, when they ticket your piece that they put in that showcase under those lights, when they ticket the piece, the ticket is based on the price of what's happening in the market that day. So ticketing for a gold piece is going to go up if the price of gold just went up. We did not vary or change the rate that we are offering based on what the price was today. So you see what I mean? So if it was lower a couple days ago, which it was, not much, but a little bit, and it went up today, if we were a jeweler in a jewelry store, we typically would have ticketed it up, but we don't. That's the beauty of shopping with us. That's why you want to shop right here and right now. And that is why we make it easy for you to do so. 888-521-4367 is the phone number, and you can go to madeshopping.com. Let me give you one last look and make sure you call in and say, I want 631328. 631328, madeshopping.com, or scan that code on the screen and you can go right to the item. So good. It's like they just keep getting better, right? Just when you think, oh, I love that, I think I'm gonna get that. Then you see something else, like, oh, wait, I want that too. I wanted those studs too. I do want these studs. But I also really like the graduating one. Oh, but you see that? See how that works? That's why when you can take up to 25% off, it's a better day. Because now you can have more than one thing that you're looking for. Now, the next thing I'm going to bring you, one last piece for your suite of beauties. So we have the studs. We have the ring. Now it's time for the pendant. The pendant, or some people say the pendant. But again, it is set not only in that 14 karat gold in the setting of the stone itself, but you're getting the chain. So you are ready to wear. And by the way, you have that lobster claw clasp as well, so it's going to be a really secure clasp, and it's going to stay on. And what I love about this setting on this is that you are going to see all that white, bright, beautiful, forever bright moissanite. Is that gorgeous? Look at that. Look at that fire. Okay, listen. There is no time to waste. I didn't even realize how far ahead we are in the show. We only have like less than 15 minutes left. So right now, what I want you to do is this. I want you to get this beauty. I mean, that bezel setting to me is just beautiful because it really allows that stone to it just stands out. And you know what I love about the setting as well? On this particular setting, it's like a wheel. It's like a little wheel of beauty, right? We talk about the wheel with all of our close-ups. That's like a wheel of itself. But here's what I love about it. Not only do you have the ability to see that profound carat of, and again, that's diamond equivalent weight, so that's really spectacular. It looks bigger though, doesn't it? Doesn't it look bigger? I think it does. But that bezel setting protects the stones. So I always say it's like my bodyguard. No, I'm just kidding. How do I say bodyguard and not do that? It's very dramatic, but I can't help myself. But you have to do it like from like the moment, like where you're like looking down, and then all of a sudden, like she like looks up. It's a whole thing. I will not dramatize. It will be a dramatization of the original video. I will not do that, but I will say the bodyguard. When I say that joke, in all jokingness, right, with the joke of the movie, but seriously, the truth is, I say it's a bodyguard because the actual setting protects the stone. Because you know sometimes when you have like a three-prong setting and you have it elevated, when you have it set in these different designs, what happens is sometimes the stone is so profound and it's big and it's bold and it's beautiful and it's elevated, but it's not protected with any kind of metal around it. Whereas with a bezel setting, you're getting that protection around the stone, which I happen to like as well. So that's a really great look. And again, $561 for pieces like this, not heard of in the real world. I say the real world, because when you shop on Made Shopping, you're in another world, another place of fun and fantasy, but it comes true. Look at that, nice style. I like the hidden bail on this too, don't you? The hidden bail makes it really nice because then it's all about the stone. There's no metal that brings it down. The metal just wraps around and protects it. I love that. Saving almost $200 on this piece, $561.75 in total. 888-521-4367 is the number to call. Madeshopping.com is our website. You can scan that code and make it yours. I want to bring you a couple things that you haven't seen yet. Now, you can complete your entire rose gold suite with the studs, and with the ring, and with the pendant. So that's my first recommendation because we don't show as much in rose gold. Now, because we're Made Shopping, you can call the customer service center. You can say, I'd love to get my piece in rose gold, and that can be an option. It's not always an option, but most of the time we can make it happen. So I say, if it already is set in rose gold, make it easy on yourself and just get it ready to wear. Pret-a-porter, right? Make it simple. Now, I want to do something. I was going to say, speaking of simple, but it's really not simple. It would actually not be doing it justice if I said simple. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, wow. They're even prettier in person. I saw the picture of them and I was like, oh Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. This is the problem when somebody who loves jewelry as much as I do presents jewelry on TV, because I have moments where I like takes my breath away and then I get stuck because I can't think straight because I'm too excited about the jewelry and I want it for myself, and I can't be selfish because it's about you first. If there's any left in our inventory after you buy it, then I will purchase. I always give you first dibs though. Okay, so let's talk about it. What is happening on your screen right now? I said it right from the start, everybody needs to have a great pair of studs, right? I was not playing. I told you, and I meant it from the bottom of my heart. Listen, as they say, it's an aspirational item, right? But when you can have, oh my gosh, over 2 carats in total, not only 80 points in a round brilliant. So we're at over 3/4 carat in just the center stone. And because of the halo, it actually looks like about 2 carats to 3 carats in each ear, doesn't it? But that's what makes it so special. It's those small rounds that surround it, but yet they're actually, I was gonna say small, but they're really actually not. They're really actually not, because you can see when you look close up, is that 2 rows? 2 rows of halos. Halos. Look at that. Look at that. And then they surround that center stone with nothing but beauty, sparkle, fire, brilliance. That is what it is all about, and that is what makes this Charles & Colvard brand of moissanite the best. It is your lab-grown moissanite. What does this mean? You have revolutionary cut specifications to maximize the fire, to maximize the brilliance, and you have a very closely guarded patented process. Why is that important? Because with nearly 3 decades of experience and expertise, our team will produce unrivaled quality and unmatched clarity in the pieces that you see to any other moissanite gems that you see on the market anywhere else. Look at the close-up of these pieces. Oh my gosh. I mean, friends, really? I think I need to try one on. Should I? I mean, I'll hold it. Or you know what I'll do? Here, I'll hold it. I want you to see it for a second. I want to do this. This is an interesting way to see it, but I just want you just to see how large. I'm going to do this like that, almost like it's a ring, just to give you perspective on that size. Look at that. And then, of course, you have your traditional butterfly backing, too, in your white gold. But look at that. So that's that's like a big, bad mamma jamma ring right there. And that's your stud? Really? That's one. Now, here's why I did this. There's always a method to my madness. It may not seem so at first, but just like a good Seinfeld episode, at the end, you figure it all comes together for a reason. Here's what I wanted to show you. If we did a ring in this carat weight, so divide that 2 carat 2, let's divide it in half, okay? So you're at over 1 carat. You have the beautiful framework of the halos. You have that center stone at 80 points, and you have forever bright moissanite in 14 karat white gold. If this was one ring at $854.25, I would say hurry up and call now. That is a steal. But what makes this deal so unbelievable is you're not getting one. These are earrings. So you're getting 2. So that is a really important point, because what you are getting at this price could easily be the price for one ring. But with the earrings, you're getting both of them for that price, $854. I mean, yeah, when you really think about it, it really kind of puts it in perspective. If you say, well, I don't know if I could spend over $800 today, I don't know if I can do it. That's why I always like to say that, because for me, if I can justify a purchase, if I can make it make sense to me financially, then I can justify why I'm doing it. And that's what I like to do for you. I never like to put pressure on you, make you feel like you're doing anything that's not comfortable for you. I think it's important to be able to rationalize, because I'm a shopper, right? I'm not just a host, I'm a shopper too. So I'm in your boat, right? And I understand. And so I want you to have something that is really exceptional and really, really special. And that's exactly what you're getting here. Now, I know we don't have a lot of time left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you one last look on these earrings. And then we're going to get to my ring if we can, because I know a lot of you were asking about that. Over 2 carats, beautiful 14 karat white gold, butterfly posts, comfortable, secure, and on fire. On fire. That item number is 620508. 620508. That's the one. That is, listen, if you've always sought after having a great pair of studs and you thought, well, If I want diamond studs and I want big rounds and I want the clarity and color I want and I want them in gold, unaffordable for most of us, right? Facts. That's just, listen, I'm not giving you an opinion. I'm telling you the facts. So make it yours. Now, oh, I was looking for it and then I remembered. Oh, I don't have to look for it that far. It's on my hand. This is the moment. Here, wait. I'm going to do something fun, though. I'm going to show you something really fun because this is one of my favorite things about this brand is not just the piece itself, but the presentation, the packaging. It's very important. And I'll tell you now, a lot of places you buy jewelry, you get it, you know, however they give it to you. And you sometimes have to pay to get the nice packaging. You have to pay a little extra. You get the beautiful packaging with this beautiful logo, and it has meaning, by the way, and we'll talk about that more over some of our next couple hours in our shows, because there's a lot of symbolism in everything you get from Charles & Colvard, which I think is so important. But what I want you to take note of is that you get this beautiful velvet. I mean, I just think this is a beautiful box, but wait. Okay, thank you for the reveal. That is what it's all about, my friends. It's about the glory of that sparkling moment when that box opens and the person in front of you says, oh, right, and they gasp audibly. It's the best feeling, isn't it? Okay, 1,184, really? For this, mama? This is crazy because do you guys realize you're saving almost $400 today for 3 carats, which, by the way, actually look like a little more than 3 carats in my personal opinion. My professional opinion says this one looks like a lot more. You have 30 stones. 30. 3 rows, and you have that gorgeous design and setting. You have a shared prong setting. Basically self-explanatory. I don't have to explain much. You get it. They're shared. The prongs are shared amongst all the stones as they go through each row. Now you have that extra one on the second row that goes a little longer, so it gives it a little bit of a different look. Let me take it out and show you what I mean. You can see it extends into this beautiful kind of like a V, almost like a chevron design in the stone setting. And then look at that glorious polish on that unbelievable 14 karat white gold. And you know what's really nice about all these pieces is you can see fully finished under galleries, keeping it nice and smooth on the setting, and of course that white, bright, sparkling, forever bright moissanite. There's a lot of rhyming going on in this show. I would love to take you to the wheel for a moment and have you just personally watch it and gasp audibly before it's even on your hand, because I want you to get a perspective on just how spectacular this piece truly is. It's got everything you could possibly want, right? It's got the gold, it's got the comfortable band, but also that bright, shining, reflective band because you've got that polish on that metal. You've got something that you know you are going to be able to wear forever because of its properties, and its properties being a 9.25 on the Mohs scale for the moissanite, and gold, meaning that if it gets wet, you're fine. If you wore this in the water, if you took a shower, and listen, I never encourage anybody to jump in the ocean or a pool or take a shower with all their jewelry on. However, if you go to wash your hands and you're wearing a gold ring, it's not going to tarnish, it's not going to get ruined, which is a really nice feeling, by the way. You are saving almost $400 on this piece, and you're in near colorless, beautiful moissanite stones with all the fire you could possibly wish for and dream of and want for, and it's all yours in this beautiful design of 30 perfectly matched, gorgeous, white, bright stones. Is that incredible? I mean, like for me, this is the one. And listen, I loved every piece we've had today. I hope you picked up that solitaire in that yellow gold that we had in that cushion cut earlier. That was a beauty. That was, by the way, 663605. I also hope you were able to get one of your 7-stone rings, whether it be the one with a half a carat on each of those 7 stones or the graduating one that took us to 87 points. Each one is beautiful. I hope you found yourself a pair of studs, and if you were able to get that rose gold set, a beautiful suite that you can complete and have and hold forever and ever, and that's what this hour is about. It's about forever. It's about owning something that brightens your life or brightens the life of somebody you care about, who you want to brighten their day. It's about having the beauty, but not just the beauty, because there's a lot of things. Beauty is, you know, in the eye of the beholder, but beauty can also disguise a lot on the outside, right? There can be the most beautiful, think about this, the most beautiful person who's not very nice suddenly doesn't look so pretty anymore. A person you're like, yes, pretty. But then you get to know them and they're the nicest person ever. They're suddenly beautiful, right? So beauty is really important on the inside, even more so than the out. So yes, of course with jewelry, we want it to be beautiful on the outside, but it's so important to get the good quality. It's so important because that's what's on the inside and that's what counts because that's what keeps it going and going forever and ever and keeping it forever bright. And that is how we take a line of a show and we bring it all full circle. See how I did that? No script or anything. I'm so happy you joined me this hour. There's so much more to come always here on Made Shopping. If you want this beauty of a ring, it's so incredible. Your item number is 612-952. 612-952, that phone number 888-521-4367. MadeShopping.com is the website. You can also scan that QR code and make sure you go right to this product and get it home for yourself and enjoy it and fall in love with it. And make sure that you don't miss out on pieces like this because these are the showstoppers that are going to keep both you and the people in your life feeling forever bright. I want you to get this. I want you to enjoy it. And boy, oh boy, do I want you to save almost $400. Oh my goodness. How great is that? Tell all your friends about us. Thank you so much for joining. And keep in mind, you always have free shipping and free returns, even on this one. Even on this one. You don't want to miss out. Thank you so much for taking the time. And make sure that you do all the things that it takes that I just told you to brighten your life forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I'm Nikki Stanzione. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be back with more fun for you coming up next. Oh. Hello, everybody. I'm Nikki Stanzione, and you are in for a treat over the next hour because we are bringing the best of the best, the high echelon, the flagship brand, the Forever One moissanite. And if you want something that's going to absolutely outshine the rest and take everything to the next level, really the best level, you are getting exactly what you've ever wished for in this hour. It is going to be an exceptional time for us because we are bringing in some of the most extraordinary pieces that you've ever seen in Forever One moissanite, including a signature piece. I'm going to tell you how to shop. I'm going to tell you how it works. I'm going to tell you all the special benefits and bonuses to shopping with us. But first, I just want you to understand why this is such an impressive hour of time that I really would love for you to devote to us, and give yourself the opportunity to have what we call signature pieces that will last forever, including this Forever One moissanite signature. Now, when we say signature, we're taking the best of the best in the brand and we're getting the best possible piece within the brand. That is what our signature pieces are. You are looking at the most incredible opportunity to own 2¼ carats. Now that's diamond equivalent weight. So think of how profound and important that is. Your entire shank is going to have these beautiful dazzling moissanite stones. You've got that incredible center, round brilliant, and then it is surrounded by a glorious halo. You are also not only looking at a beautiful stone in that center and all those beautiful accents, but you are set in white platinum. Friends, that is as good as it gets. So if you want to have the place where the bar has been set in the world of jewelry, this is the one to own. $2,599. It's an amazing price if you are looking for your dream engagement for Valentine's Day. There you go. There you go. And you're spending less than $2,600. I just had to give you just a little heads up, and we'll tell you all about what makes it signature and all the special things that go along with that. But I do want to say this entire hour is going to be able to be a time for all of you to have the best of the best, but within a structure of budgeting yourself as well, because start saving with everything up to 25% off. How good is that? And we're going to have everything from the beautiful studs to the classic eternities to the solitaires and then some. Oh, and the hoops. There will be hoops. So you are in for a treat on every level. Let me also tell you how easy it is to shop. So you can get ready, sit down, get your phone ready, get your computer ready, whatever it is you need, however you like to shop. If you want to give us a call, our phone number is 888-521 4367. Our call center is to my right through the glass windows, and I can see all of them. So I'll know when you're on the phone lines and when things are getting busy. And if you want to go online, you can simply shop online by going to madeshopping.com. And we're also, with each item, going to put up a QR code that you'll be able to scan and go right to the product and get the item that you want. Everything. Now, everything, does that include signature? When I say free shipping, does that include signature pieces as well? Is a signature piece free shipping too? Okay. Unheard of, by the way, when you shop on television. You don't get free shipping just because. Today you do. That's because Made Shopping is ready to give you everything you've ever wanted. We make the experience special for you. We are made, not mined, and that's why it's not a cookie cutter situation. It's why you can call the call center and say, I love that piece that Nikki has, but I wish it was in white gold. We'll try to make that happen for you, okay? So Made Shopping is your place to be. Stick around, settle in, get comfortable, because we are going to talk about the standard and where the standard has been set for 30 years in moissanite. We have created the opportunity for you to have the most unbelievable quality in moissanite. Now this is going to be, this is what it is. It's Forever One, okay? So it's your lab-grown moissanite. It is going to be on a quality like you have never seen before because we revolutionized it for the industry. Your first opportunity is one of the most classic and sought after, and it is the Eternity Band. And when I say eternity, it has nothing to do with cologne. Eternity. Remember those commercials? Look at this. Look at this. All the way around. Over a carat. Beautiful prong set stones. This is literally, friends, this is the ultimate in a wedding band. 27 stones with, by the way, as you'll see in every one of these pieces, premium colorless. Premium colorless with your clarity grades ranging from IF, which is basically internally flawless, to VS1, which is very slightly included, which is, again, this is what we all sought to have, this is what we all wanted, this is what we all aspire to own in our lives, or to gift if we can afford it. Can you spend $531 tonight to have one of the most classic pieces forever in its top quality? This is what you're going to get. Save almost $180 tonight and get $589,205. I want you to notice that on this piece, it's a standout without being too much. It's a subtle standout, I like to call it. It's an SS piece. A subtle standout meaning that subtly, it's going to show off, but in a very subtle and classy and tasteful way. It is the ideal in a beautiful wedding band. If you want to wear this with an engagement ring, what a great piece, right? You can really have some fun with it. Now, I will tell you now that you are getting this up to 25% off in this very special moment, but that's not going to be forever. The piece, forever. The price, not forever. See what I did there? So make sure if you like what you're seeing, you are getting it home in that situation. Now, I do want to tell you that Forever One gems are going to come with a limited lifetime warranty because we want to always protect you against any kind of damage to the stone. So every gem is guaranteed to stay beautiful forever. But they will, and I'll tell you why. I started out by saying that your Forever One moissanite is top quality, right? So on the Mohs scale of hardness, you're at anywhere between a 9.25 to a 9.5 on the Mohs scale, which is just below a diamond, which is the hardest stone in the world. Your next hardest are going to be your corundum. Your corundum is going to be your sapphires and your rubies, which are considered the next hardest. Except when moissanite came along, they stood in between, like the monkey in the middle. Remember that game where you throw the ball and you got to catch it and somebody's trying to stand in the way? The moissanite is standing in the way in a very good way. See? It's in a very good way because it is there to catch you and make sure that you are still getting the best, the top, the greatest quality. Now, why is moissanite so sought after? So you're saying, Nick, I don't get it. It's like, why wouldn't I just go for the diamond? Well, my friends, because when you go for a diamond, what you want in a diamond is you want that hardness. Okay, you've got it in your moissanite. Here's something else you want. You want fire. You want brilliance. You want clarity. You want colorless, right? You want all of those incredible things to happen for you. Well, guess what? If you are going to achieve getting all of those 4 C's, guess what else you're going to have? An opportunity to break your budget and break the bank. not with this Charles and Colvard Forever One moissanite. You are getting this home for $531.75. And throughout this hour, I'm going to tell you all about that brilliance. I'm going to tell you all about that fire and that dispersion and that incredible brilliance that you're going to see. And I'm also going to talk a lot about gold, because in this show, you'll notice 14 karat yellow gold, a solid gold band without the stones would be $531 in some places. Maybe in 531 places, possibly, right? So make sure that you get this one home. Last call on this one for now, 888-521-4367 is the number. Item number is 589205. Now, just to give you some perspective, I just want to show this if I can real quickly, Rich, because I know you love this classic piece to wear with a wedding band, but if you want something a little bigger and bolder, coming up a little later in the show, I have another eternity band for you, and this one, these stones are just slightly larger, as you can see, but again, all the way around. And your last one was in yellow gold. This one is set in white gold. Again, of course, you can call our call center and let them know you'd like to change the color of the metal if that's an option. But if you can get it ready to wear, this is the one for you. I swear, I just looked at the price for the first time. I swear I thought this was well over $1,000. This is $801, guys. Think about that. You're saving almost $300 for over 2 carats. I cannot emphasize enough to you what a big deal that is. That is a massive deal in 14 karat white gold. So 589059 is this beauty. And we can stay on it if you want, unless you want to, we might as well. Otherwise, yeah, you're already calling, guys. I know you're already there. Ladies and gentlemen that are watching from all over this country and beyond. Thank you. Thank you for taking your valuable time to spend with us, because we want to give you the best value. We want you to have the unbelievable, incomparable brilliance that you're getting. We want you to have that fire. What is the fire? The fire is what you're seeing reflected back at you, that beautiful rainbow of colors, that dispersion as the light hits the stones, each and every one of them. And then you're also getting, again, that hardness that's going to protect the stone. So if you're klutzy or if you're hard on your jewelry, you're fine. You're fine. You've got a great start. Now, again, I'm not asking you to go boom, boom. I'm not asking you to go box a few rounds in your moissanite, but I am saying that it is going to feel like it's a more protected stone because of that hardness. And then you are in the gold. Let's talk about that too, because today, we are looking at the gold price as I'm pricing this. And I say this today, you might come back and watch this video, in a couple days, another day, another time, and say, oh, wait, but today this is the price. It could be higher. The price today is $2,018 an ounce of gold. So the gold in itself, a band of solid white gold, is not always going to be $800. I'm just telling you, without moissanite. But you are not just in moissanite, you are in the Forever One brand. Why is that important? Well, we have proprietary cutting and faceting. Why is that important? Because Charles and Colvard created this moissanite to be able to maximize and optimize the brilliance of each and every stone, because we have the best lapidaries, the best cutters in the world, so that you can get the benefit of each stone being maximized to its full, enriched, beautiful look. Now, I just want to show you real quickly how gorgeous that looks, and fully finished, of course, on the inside as well. So you have a fully finished gallery on the inside. You've got all this beautiful, sparkling, incredible, brilliant, fiery moissanite. And you will have it to wear forever, because that quality is so exceptional that you can't, listen, you can't say that something can be just so beautiful if after 2 weeks it's no good anymore. What's the point? Right? You want something that's going to last. It's what makes every dollar worth spending, but especially when you can spend $801.75. Now, remember earlier in the show, I told you about that QR code. As you see the beauty of this piece spinning, notice that QR code to the left on the screen, and seriously, it is so simple. I know a lot of people get scared of technology. I remember when the whole QR code thing started. And I remember telling my mom and my grandma about it at that time. And my grandma was still alive, and I used to say, Gigi, just go, I called her Gigi. And I said, Gigi, just go take your phone and just click it. She said, click what? Like, hit the camera. Well, I don't understand, right? People get impatient. I'm the same way when I don't know how to do something. I get very impatient. It's really, really easy. It's really easy, my friends, I promise. Open your phone, go to the camera like you're about to take a picture, and hold your camera up to the TV or the screen where you're watching, and you'll notice a little thing will pop up. Like, it's usually in yellow. It'll pop up, you click on it, and then guess what? It takes you right to the item, so you can shop for it right away. Doesn't this just look pretty? Now I want to show you something. I want to show you something really fun, okay? Because this is also a fantastic wedding band, okay? Ooh, is that what it would look like? Fun, fun. I always say, well, at least I get to find out at my job what it would look like to have a ring on the finger. But look what happens if you make this an engagement ring and you make this like a wedding set. Now, who's special? Who is special in sparkle? That would be you. This is how you stop a cab in the city of Manhattan. This is how you show them you're the high roller in the city of Las Vegas. This is amazing, okay? So that is going to be coming up. That is your signature piece, okay? I just wanted to give you an idea that could happen. All right, but here, this is the win. Now again, just a reminder, I started the show with 589205. That's this one. Now again, you can't go wrong with either, but you might be a little more of a subtle person. You say, you know what, I wear a lot of yellow gold. I'm a little more subtle. I have a really big engagement ring, or I like to wear a lot of rings on one hand. I like to stack. I like to layer up. You can stack these rings because they're a little bit, and listen, I don't ever want to say small because it's certainly not small by any stretch of the imagination, just in comparison to this one. So that's an option for you as well. I just want to remind you of that. But if you like a bigger look, if you want that icy, bright, white, gorgeous look, and you want the fire, by the way, the fire is that optical property that's going to allow you to see the ability of the gemstone to break down light, right? That is like the dispersion that we love. It disperses the light. What happens is you have a double refractive stone in moissanite. Remember I said, why would somebody want moissanite over a diamond? That's why. Double refractive stone means you're going to get a combination of sparkles and patterns. It gives you all the scintillation. And how do you see the scintillation, just so you know? Scintillation is what you see when you move. So as you move your hand, as you talk, as you walk, as you dance, whatever it is you're doing, you'll notice that sparkle happening. That's the scintillation, right? But as it sits in front of you in any light, you will see that fire, you will see that brilliance, and you will be in something super special. Okay, now, let's go to the next piece because we have so many good things today. I gave you some eternity bands. I say gave because the price is so good. Free shipping, in case you didn't hear it at the top of the show. Free shipping, free returns. And throughout the show, I'm also going to tell you a way that you can even budget yourself. When you call our call center and you talk to our wonderful friends, they will give you some options if you want to be able to budget yourself in your payments. And again, free shipping, free returns, not heard of. Now, let's go to these earrings because I think it's really important to have a beautiful pair of earrings. Now, often I will talk about the stud earring, which is so special and so beautiful, and we love the stud. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to show you what this would look like as a stud. There it is. Beautiful. Beautiful stud earring. That's a full carat, half carat in each ear. As a stud alone, it is studly, it is hot, it is beautiful. 726, you're getting two of them, but as I lift, you're basically getting a stud and a hoop in gold. Because this is like, I call it the horseshoe hoop because it looks like a horseshoe, right? But what's happening in this design is that you are getting the look almost of like a huggy hoop with that beautiful beadwork in solid 14 karat gold. And then you are also getting the beauty of the round brilliant. How incredible is that? Now, why is this fun? Because it's articulated. So what does articulated mean? It means it's got movement. It's not staying put, right? It's gonna move, it's gonna razzle, it's gonna dazzle, it's gonna shine. And it's a gorgeous design. And then look at the drop. You're looking at a really just slightly over 3/4 of an inch, which is your classic huggy hoop length. Now, in addition to everything I have already said, you are also saving almost $245. So when you think about the savings, because this show is so special, you are saving money in addition to getting the best quality. Now, I will tell you, it's kind of similar to let's say, you know, one of your favorite restaurants or a store that sells your favorite brands of clothing, right? Certain things never go on sale. They just don't. Like jeans, good designer jeans, they never go on sale. Trust me, I know this. It's a problem because people love jeans. People want jeans. People will wear them. They know they'll get them, so they don't have to put them on sale. When we're talking about a stud and a hoop look, which are the two hottest looks in earrings, which everybody wants, and we're talking about gold and Forever One, which is your top, really flagship brand of moissanite, of this incredible brand from Charles and Colvard, guess what? Here's what happens. You don't see sales. You just typically don't. When something's the best of the best, it's one of the most sought after styles, designs, looks. It's one of the most incredible metals. I mean, we're talking about gold, friends. We're talking about gold, the hottest commodity in the world. And it's not changing, okay? In fact, just let me go a little tangent for a second. My father works in the world of finance. He said to me on the phone the other day, he says, you know what, Nick? Times are getting a little crazy in the world. It's so important to invest in gold. And this is what he does for a living. This is his business. Now, I am not a financial advisor. I will never give you financial advice, nor will I pretend to on television. However, speaking to someone who is, it was interesting to me that he shared that, because when somebody who does that for a living, and that is their whole world, is checking what's happening in the world, in the market, and they're saying the hottest commodity is gold and that's not going to change, it's the time to buy. It's the time to buy, friends. So that being said, that's just one entity to all of this. You're getting the sparkle, you're getting the glisten, the glimmer, the shine, the razzle, the dazzle, and all of that fire and brilliance that you would love to have in any piece of jewelry, let alone a pair of earrings. And the fun part is, and I've got the other hoops that are coming up on right now, the fun part of these earrings is that articulation, because as you move, it's going to reflect light against your cheekbones, against your face. It's going to shine the light. It's going to show up. If you're wearing your hair up, if you're wearing your hair down, it is impressive and it is forever. May I remind you also that you are in 14 karat yellow, solid gold. I mean, come on, guys. DEF means colorless. So we're going to move on because we have a lot to get to, but just real quickly, let me just remind you, this is important. When you hear colorless and you hear it's a DEF and you're not familiar with the color scale, in the world of diamonds and moissanite, when we talk about color, the less color, the better, unless you're in a colored stone. So if we're in a colored diamond, a yellow diamond, you don't want it to be colorless. Of course, you want it to be colorful. When we're talking about white, bright moissanite, when we're talking about white diamonds, white moissanite, white lab-grown moissanite, all of it, the whiter and brighter it is, the better. So you want it to be colorless. But the grade scale does not start at A, it starts at D. So when you see DEF colorless, that is the best of the best. It's as good as it gets. It doesn't get any better. That's as good as it gets. Period, the end. Just like that great movie, that was a good movie, As Good as It Gets. As good as it gets is what you're getting, and you are getting to save almost $250 today. So make that one yours. The item number is 517304. 517304. I see a lot of you are actually on the line. I see a lot of people on the phones right now. Make it yours. Now, I keep saying razzle dazzle, right? It's Chicago. You want a razzle dazzle? How about if I give you a dazzling deal? What is that, Nikki? This is a dazzling deal today, my friends. We are in for it because we are going to give you a chance to have one of the best deals in the entire show. And this is a deal that only comes up every once in a while. Every now and then you see that little tag that says dazzling deal and you know something special is happening on your screen and about to happen on your décolleté or décolletage, tomato, how do you say? It doesn't matter, right? Some people say décolleté, some people say décolletage. We should do a survey. Write in, tell me what you think. I'll give you my Instagram or something. You can write in. Tell me what you think. I'm very curious. Do you say décolleté or décolletage? What do you say? Décolletage. Rich, what do you say? I'm asking the gentleman. He said, I don't say it. He said, I don't say it. I was waiting for that one. Well, listen, I have to say it. It's my job. But I will tell you, it's no matter how you choose to wear this stunning beauty, it is a dazzler. Now, there are so many things to mention. Number one, okay, the open work I love, love, love. It is so European. It is such a European look. Whoa, almost 1¼ I almost did a yodel there. It's almost 1¼ inches on the drop, right? You've got all that open space, which I love, because if you're wearing it on a shirt that you love, right, you can feature that color within the circle, the oval, I should say. If you want it against your skin, you'll see the color of your skin against that gorgeous, gorgeous gold. This is 14 karat yellow gold. But then, you know what else is hot in the world of jewelry and design? Station necklaces, where you have bezel set stones, and you have just that right here, which I think is so interesting, because I love that they didn't do one on each side. Are you like that? I'm somebody who doesn't like everything to be parallel and even, hence my personality. I don't want everything to always be like, oh, so symmetrical. Sometimes that's fine, but in this case, I love that it's like off center, just sparkling in all its glory and beauty, and you have all that fire, all the brilliance, all the gorgeous, beautiful qualities we love so much about our Forever One, and then you've got this really cool design right here in the center. By the way, this is not just like a pendant, right? Obviously, you've got that station look, but you also have the lobster claw clasp with extender. Dun, dun, dun. So it's 18 inches, but then I believe, I should measure it, but I believe it's a 2-inch extender. I'll double check on that. I don't know if you guys have that. I can check if you don't. But I think it takes you up to 20 inches if I'm not mistaken. So you can make this a little longer, and you know layering and stacking is all the rage. So you can wear, you know, maybe a choker or a necklace that's a little bit shorter, like a 16-incher, and then you can wear this a little longer, and you get a nice look of that kind of staggered look with the layering, which is really nice. Actually, here, I'll just do this. I don't have a, hold on, let's see. Let's just see. I like to be accurate. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, I was right. See, I got the eye. I got the eye for the jewelry. 2 inches on that. I just sang my praises. Sorry, that was very strange. But I'm very proud that I figured that out on my own, thinking about it with just my eyes. Really, that's a 2-inch extender. It's amazing. And then you also have that just about 1¼ inches on the drop. So technically, you think of an 18-inch chain, add the 2 inches plus that. Now you're looking at really like about a 22-inch piece, right? So that's really impressive for $257. Hence, it's a dazzling deal. We need like a sparkle to come on brrr, like sparkling for dazzle. Razzle, dazzle. 888-521-4367 is our phone number. It is very, very easy to call, and I hope that you do, because you can really get something spectacular and super special. And just to give you perspective what I was saying, remember I said you could put it up against a shirt and then you have the color of what you're wearing kind of filling in the blanks in the center of the oval? I thought that was kind of a cool thing, because it really gives it a little extra something. Whether you're wearing it against your skin or wearing it against your clothing, it shows up in different ways. So you can wear the same necklace and have a totally different look every time, depending on if you choose to wear it against your skin or against your clothes, right? So it's a really great look. Dazzling deals don't come along all the time, and when they do, take advantage. You are saving $161 and change, and you are getting something really special that you can make your signature piece. This can be like your look. People will remember you and be like, oh, she's the one that always wears that really cool necklace. Make it yours. Make it yours. The item number is 614-084, and make sure that you check out Dazzling Deals when they come along, because again, they're few and far between, and when they're there, get it. Gotta get it while the getting is good. All right, so I'm really excited, because not far from now, within the next 30 minutes, the signature piece is coming. I know. A lot of people already calling in ahead, and that's why I don't want it to sell out before you get to it. So I want to make sure everyone who sees this is ready and waiting and prepared, because when we bring this into the show, this is going to be the hot ticket. This is, again, when we talk about the high echelon, the best of the best. Forever One is the best of the best in our moissanite from Charles and Colvard. But the signature is the best of the best in the Forever One collection. See how that works? So you definitely want to make sure you get in on that. Okay, now we're going to move on, because we have, if you like that open work, and I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I want to just give you a quick peek on it, because if you like that look with the open work in your jewelry, It's interesting. You see it a lot in pendants. You don't really see it as often in rings. And when you do, I say grab it because it's like I said, a very European style. It's a very trendy design. It's very geometric. Geometric styles and designs in jewelry are very on trend. And sometimes a trend is very short-lived and other trends last for the long haul because they're classic looks. That is why this diamond, I mean, really, it's that shape of a diamond. It is so phenomenal. And I think if you are somebody who loves architecture and geometry and you love kind of the idea of a geometric shape, and you also, to my earlier point about the necklace, you like the idea of having that space filled in on your skin, right? I mean, it's just gorgeous. I think you cannot go wrong. And with that very, very comfortable slim shank, you're going to have that beautiful high polish on your 14 karat solid white gold, but you're also going to have the sparkle factor, which is what we want. Listen, when you're shopping for the best, which is the Forever One, you want that sparkle factor, but look what happened when we cut out the design, we cut out the price. I don't know how we cut it this low, but we went low, 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 right? $379 is where it should be. I went pretty low there. That was a pretty good range. I didn't know I could go that low. But $94 is what you're saving. Actually, you're saving just about $95 on this. So $284.25 is your. It's not like, oh, we're going to budget it out and we're going to give you a chance to, to pay in increments, which you can, and we'll talk about that. But I thought this was the incremental payment. No, this is the total. This is the total. So you are getting the beautiful moissanite, you are getting this beautiful geometric style design and upgrade as far as trends go, and you are getting 24, by the way, of those stones. You are getting solid 14 karat white gold. Beautiful look, 546480. Scan that code and it'll take you right to the item, 546480. This is definitely one to own because it is very different, and just to give you perspective on length, you are looking at just shy of ½ an inch here. So it's a nice size on the hand. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's Goldilocks approved, as they say. It's just right, it really is. And you are going to have the sparkle that you want, but not too much, understated sparkle, if you will. Okay, so we're gonna move on because we have a lot to get to, and I don't want you to miss out on anything that's fabulous and fun. So I believe we're going, should we go to, let's go to number 5 because this one's really pretty. And this one I think is a really good symbol for what I have seen out my window a lot this week. Just saying. Reminds me of the icy snow. It does. It does. It just reminds, because have you ever looked at a snowflake or an icicle when it's like the night after, or the day after the night of snow? So it snows all night. You're like, oh my gosh, do I get to sleep in tomorrow? Is work canceled? Is school canceled? Do I get to stay home? And then the next day you wake up and the sun is shining brilliantly and bright. And it hits those little snowflakes and it hits those icicles on the trees. And it looks like what I see on my hand. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it represents. To me, this is like the winter beauty. This makes me want to see snow. I love it. But it's obviously going to mean whatever that means to you. For some people, it's like that spray design. For some people, it could mean, really, you can personalize. That's the beauty of jewelry. You can personalize every single piece to make it mean what means something to you, right? That's the beauty. Let's talk about the specs, if you will, the specifics on this design. Number 1, you are in 14 karat white gold. Number 2, you have 9 stones at almost a little over 1 carat 10 here. You have one beautiful, round, brilliant cut in the center. And boy, oh boy, does that glisten and gleam. Talk about dispersion. Do you see as the light hits that stone how that beautiful emergence of a rainbow comes out? Is that incredible? To me, that is extraordinary, and that is what makes Forever One moissanite stand out from the rest. Easy, hands down. Then you also have these beautiful, beautiful stones surrounding it. And in this design, you also have all that gold sprinkled in between the stones. So this is, to me, what it's all about. It's about giving you a special, symbolic, and stunning design along with the quality of stones that you want. This piece is $1,250, which is a great price. Today, it is $944 and change. You are saving almost $315. And guess what? Remember I told you you can budget yourself in increments? Go to Shop Pay. So Shop Pay, This is an option for you. When you check out with ShopPay, you do installments, right? So you confirm your order, you decide, okay, I want to do ShopPay installments. So you're able to pay in incremental payments, and therefore you can actually budget yourself. And you know what? You still get that free shipping. You still get those free returns. Look at the scintillation on this, guys. I mean, this is where that standout happens. This is the scintillation I speak of when we talk about the brilliance and the fire that you see in your moissanite. This is, again, proprietary cutting. It's so special. Our incredible team of lapidaries and stone cutters, they are synonymous, obviously, it means the same thing. They are going to be giving you the cuts that are going to maximize the benefits of each and every stone they cut. If you have a beautiful, clean, white, bright stone with, we're talking about clarity that's, internally flawless. You're talking about clarity that's going to be, very slightly included at worst. When you're talking about flawless designs and colorless pieces, you have to have the best cutters in the world, because otherwise you're not maximizing it to the full potential. It's like when somebody says, you're so talented or you're so smart, and all you do is sit home and watch TV. Do something. You're really wasting your talent, right? People, listen, I know people out there, I've probably said that in my life to somebody. Maybe I've heard it when I've watched too much TV. No, in all seriousness though, when you see something that's so good and it has the potential to be its best, you have to have it cut right. And that is what makes this brand, the Forever, stand out. It truly is. I also want to remind you that these pieces are set in gold. This is 14 karat white gold. You can see on the under gallery do you see the reds? Do you see that? That's an example of how much fire is happening in this moissanite. I mean, is that too much? I cannot say enough about it. I think this is just an exceptional piece. And may I also remind you that unless a stone is going to be near colorless, or colorless in this case, unless a stone is going to be that white, bright, and clean, it's not so much fun looking at it in white gold, I gotta be honest. And I've seen it enough times when you have a piece set in white gold, that's where you see the flaws of a stone, because you're like, ooh, it's warm. Ooh, it's a little warm for me, not into it. And that's like a very polite PC way to say it's looking a little yellow, right? When it's not white and bright, you can see the difference when it's set in white gold. But when it looks this bright and this clean in white gold, that is an indicator of the top-notch quality. And at under $950, today is the day to get it. Save yourself almost $315 and make this one yours. 560249. I'll show it to you one more time on my hand, and then we're going to move on, because I just wanted you to see it on that finger, just so you can get a little perspective. Look at that. I mean, what is there to say other than, I love you? Right? Just tell it. I talk to my jewelry. I know. I do. Listen, I'm saying it on national television. I'm saying it all over that World Wide Web. I talk to my jewelry. They say talk to plants. They definitely don't last forever. Talk to your jewelry. It does. It's called Forever One, for goodness sake. All right, now we are going to get into something that I think, you know what? Maybe we should do the signature. What do you think? Should we wait, or should we do the signature? I think we should do it. You waited long enough, right? There's only about 20 minutes left. Let's do it. Let's do it, because I have teased it, and it's like when they show you the dessert tray at a restaurant before you're ready to finish your meal. You're like, please don't do this to me right now. Please, please. I can't look at that chocolate cake. I'm still eating my spaghetti. But I've been showing you this the whole time, and I know you've been waiting, and thank you. Let's talk about a signature piece from Forever One. First of all your pieces are going to come home in beautiful packaging. Beautiful packaging with that gorgeous logo, which is our floret. So much symbolism, so much beauty, such good taste, such quality, class, and elegance. And I will say I think it's just very feminine and really lovely. But let's open up this box and look at why this signature piece is the special, show-stopping, showstopper, scene stealer of the hour. You are looking at 2¼ carats in diamond equivalent weight of your Forever One moissanite. This signature piece has that gorgeous halo, and you even have the accents of the I almost said diamonds, see? Almost said diamonds, of that gorgeous piece of beauty just dripping and adorning down the shank. Now, I also want you to take note of this gorgeous setting, but I want you to keep in mind that every single one of these signature pieces is made with you in mind. What does that mean? Well, let's talk about the floret, which is not only featured on the box, but in every signature piece, it is featured somewhere on the undergallery. Look at that floret. This is a signature setting that has this gorgeous beauty, and even the smallest details, right? Even the smallest details are iconic, really and truly. This is mindfully made, it is artfully crafted, and it is beautifully yours, and that is what we say. But let's talk about that floret, okay? Because you're going to have in the center what we call the seed, right? That's the seed. That's the beauty of the, I would say, the seed of the artistry. It's going to kind of really remind you about the gorgeous, unbeatable luster and sparkle in the center of every single design, right? Which is so special. Then you have the obvious, the petals. That's our conscience. Why is that important? Because these elements represent our conscience, right? It's a symbolic nod to Mother Earth. It's our commitment to having an ethical brand that's conflict-free, that's responsible in its practices, what everything that is created is done ethically, because we don't mind. There's no destruction of any kind of ecosystem. There's no polluting of the world or the land, right? You're engaging in nothing but very ethical practice. So that is how you remind yourself, it's made, not mined. Then you have on the upper side, there's what we call the cut, right? That's the first of the diamond industry's 4 C's. We talked about it, right? You've got the cut. That is cut to perfection, as we just talked about with the lapidaries and the team that we have employed to be able to make sure that they are cut to maximize their potential. And then last but not least, you also are going to be looking on another, on that other rounded edge, you're going to have the color. That's the second of the diamond industry's 4 C's, right? So that's going to be how we talk about that near colorless grade. And we go all the way around. Your third one is going to be the clarity, right? And then your final is going to be that fourth, which is the carat weight. So each one is a reminder of something, and that is why we call it a signature piece, and that's what makes it the standout. Not to mention that flawless look. Why is it flawless? Well, first of all, you are in colorless. Colorless. That is as good as it gets, as white and bright and beautiful. And you are looking in this piece not only about DEF and color, which is basically no color, but you're also dealing in the clarity, right? And the clarity is very important because the clarity is where we see the internal flaws. So you are internally flawless on a signature piece. All of the Forever One pieces go from internally flawless to very slightly included. So in the industry, we call it IF or VS1. When you are in that range of clarity, you are in a range of prices that I have often seen in the $5,000 to $10,000 range, if not more. But here's where the price goes up even higher, generally speaking. It's when you talk about the metal. So what's happening with this metal? Well, you saw the signature floret, right? You saw the design, right? You're looking at the beautiful setting. That's not white gold though, folks. That's platinum. I have never said folks. I've heard people on TV shows say, hey folks, like that's like Leave It to Beaver or like Happy Days. And I just said it. Well, it's very universal. But in all seriousness, this is a really big deal, guys, because this is what's happening. You are in platinum. It is the hardest metal. It is a metal that is going to withstand the test of time forever and ever. And it is a hard, lustrous metal. But moreover, look at the fire that emerges on that center stone. And then that halo just makes it look even bigger. Now, your price on this is just shy of $2,600. Now, I just want to remind you, in the real world, right? Not in the world that we're living in on this TV show right now, but in the real world, when you're at 2 1/4 carats in a colorless, internally flawless, almost 2.5 carat piece in platinum, I'm not kidding, guys. When I tell you, do the research, you'll see. You could be looking anywhere from, I think 5,000 would be very generous, to be honest. I'll just leave it there, and I'll let you do the research. But I think that would be a very generous thing to say. So when you're at under $2,600, if you're in a position right now, maybe you're proposing for Valentine's Day, jewelry is a very emotional purchase. It's a very emotional purchase, right? When we purchase jewelry, we usually purchase it for a purpose, right? So when we purchase for purpose, there's more meaning. There's more symbolism. There's something, and it's not just about the forever being the quality, which is a given here, right? But it's about, what does this mean to me? You almost never forget what jewelry you've bought, who you bought it for, why you bought it for them, and the same thing on the other end. You pretty much always know. Every time I wear a piece of jewelry, I know who bought it for me and what the occasion was and what the reason was. There's something very emotional about that purchase. And whether it be for an engagement, whether it be for a promise ring, whether it be for an anniversary, whether it be a special birthday, maybe it's just I love you on Valentine's Day. Maybe it's I love me. Maybe you want to buy it for yourself because you want to remind yourself that you work hard and you deserve something special. Well, you know, when you look for engagement rings or pieces that are even semi-comparable, you're spending in the 5s and 10s and 15 and 20,000s. You're getting this home for under $2,600. This is your signature piece. It is the only signature piece in the entire collection tonight. I'm going to just slide this off and slide this on so you can see it on the wedding finger as well. I'll put it on the middle finger as well. But I just wanted you to see on the hand. Oh yeah, talk to the hand for sure on this one. Look at that. I don't think I'd ever look away. I think it'd be dangerous while driving. I might have to actually pull over to a stoplight to stare at my hand. Look at this piece. 676962. 676962 is the item number when you call in. And the phone number is 888-521-4367. This is a biggie. This is special. I hope you get it, and I hope you wear it in good health and love it as much as I do. Congratulations to everyone who was able to get in on this one. Okay, now we are moving on. We only have just a little over 10 minutes in the show. So I want to make sure that we get to a few other fun items, including, I think the next one is going to be, I have an idea. Could we, because we already did our eternity band, right? I think we should do this piece, which is a similar style to the signature, but a little different for various reasons, which we'll go through. So let's do that, because I like for you to have choices. I like for you to have options, and I like for you to have an option that's going to really give you perspective on where the difference is, right? But still give you, maybe you're saying, you know what, that price was phenomenal, right? And it was. But maybe you're saying, you know what, I can't spend over $1,000 today. I want to stick to this pricing, so I'll go with this because it's a similar type of style of a look. Insofar as you have that round brilliant, actually in this one you have a rose cut. Can you see the faceting? So that's what makes this different. In fact, I'm going to just kind of hold it this way so you can see the dimension. When you see a rose cut, you see all this beautiful dimension, not to mention the facets. Because of the way it's cut, each facet is absolutely emitting nothing but sparkle, brilliance, and fire. You can see the dispersion at every single angle. And then you have this beautiful rose gold metal framework around that center stone, which is just shy of ½ a carat. And then around that, you have additional eight additional round rose cuts that totals you back up to almost ½ a carat in total. So you have the solitaire in the center at almost ½ a carat, and then you have about the same carat weight in the total number of 8 stones surrounding it. And then, like very few items, you have it in rose gold. Isn't that pretty? I think this is a very pretty piece. I think it's just a really pretty piece, right? It's just a really feminine piece once again. And of course, you can see all of that gorgeous color that emerges. That's what the dispersion and the fire is. You can see that from the undergallery. And then you can also see that it's a very comfortable fit because of that nice slim shank. That band is really comfortable on the hand to wear all the time. And I'm going to hold it like this for a second because I want you to see how it sits upright. It's elevated. So I call it an elevated style because of the rose cut. It actually looks like what a rose looks like as it starts to blossom. So think about when you buy flowers. And after a couple days, it starts to blossom, and the petals start to, blossom wide, and then it starts to come up, and it looks so beautiful. I actually took a photo of a white rose that I got myself a dozen roses. A bunch of those roses. I did, because I can buy myself flowers, but I can. And I will tell you what. this picture, I don't know if I have it, I'll find it and I'll send it to you guys. But it literally looks like the way the profile of this piece is because of the way the flower just brilliantly blossoms. But when I say brilliantly in this case, I'm not just talking about, oh, it's brilliant, it's fabulous. I'm actually talking about the brilliance in itself. And here's the thing, the brilliance is about 2.65 to 2.69. What does that mean to you? It means that you're going to have a range on the refractive index that exceeds other gemstones. It's going to really quantifiably be the world's most brilliant gem. And that's what we call moissanite. It is the world's most brilliant gem. And for 30 years, Charles and Colvard have perfected the masterful art of bringing us the best of the best quality. And that is what Forever One is. It's incredible. $771.75. That's a savings of over $250. And it's almost a full carat. Congratulations, everybody. This is a masterpiece, as everything we've shown you is. 642-464. 642-464, that's your item number. Okay, now we're down to just a little under 10 minutes left. So a couple more things we want to bring in. Actually, you know what I want to do? I love these. These are so elegant. And then I'll also, if we don't have time for the hoops, I'll still at least give you a little bit of info on it and the number. But I want to talk about elegance. I want to talk about class, because there's a lot of great costume jewelry out there. You can get simulated diamonds, you can get great costume pieces set in, you know, sometimes it's in steel, sometimes it's in gold-plated pieces, whatever. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. Silver is great, it's all great. And you can get these great rhinestones or crystals, and it's wonderful, it's really nice. And sometimes, and this is a true story, if there's a brand name attached, a luxury brand name particularly, you will pay prices similar to the price you're paying right now. But you're not getting any of the things I just talked about, because what you're getting is the highest standard in the world of the moissanite that Charles and Colvard can offer to you, which is Forever One. So not only are you getting the highest standard and quality, you are also getting over a carat of it. And why is it the best quality? Because it is in colorless. What does that mean? It means clean, white, and bright, and you are anywhere from internally flawless to very slightly included, meaning the clarity is off the charts. But wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Would you like to know? Yes, I will tell you. This is all 14 karat white gold. So you have a presence, you have a pronounced look, you have a hot trend, you have a style that goes on forever. It'll never be out of style. Wear these to a wedding, wear these on a red carpet, wear these to vacuum your carpet, I don't care. Let me tell you, from red carpet to vacuuming the carpet, you will always be in style. 2 1/4 inches on the drop, and you have at the top, I'm gonna show you this, I always do this, but look, if these were just studs at this price, in that incredible cut, with all these beautiful looks, set in 14 karat gold, I'd say $569, great price. But that's not what you have. This is what you have. You have all that movement with that articulation. You have this beautiful design that's almost like an elongated oval. And then you also have that stud style at the top. Really excited for this one, 543-375. You know what, I think I just want to pop one on, just so, and you can even look at it from afar even if you want, just so you can see. I want you to just see how this is one of those pieces that even from a distance is like a really great look that shows off and shows up. Let's show it from far first, just so you can see. I want you to see like how they stand out. Because listen, there are certain pieces, I have all this hair, I can't wear them because they don't show up. This, my friends, this shows up. Hi, I have shown up, and I am showing out. Showing out. This is it. This is how you show up. This is how you make a statement. But I started the entire presentation by talking about luxury. And I said, if you want a luxurious look, if you want to feel classy, you want to feel elegant, you want to feel luxurious, this is that style. This is what you wear when you have champagne, otherwise known as champagne. This is what you wear when you want to say, oh, hello, darling. You only use the word darling when you wear earrings like this. Hello, darling. I've never used the word darling unless I'm wearing earrings like this. I'm just saying. Actually, I really don't use the word darling often, but there's something about it that feels very pretentious, but it's not at this price. Are you kidding me? I need to buy these. $569.25. That's wild. $569.25. You are saving almost $200. It is over a carat in diamond equivalent weight, and you've got 14 karat white gold. Now, before we wrap up this incredible hour, I keep talking about studs. Would you guys mind if we just do the classic pair of studs? And I'll also, before we go, I'll just also give you quick notation on the hoops that I've been wearing. They are a full carat, so you have half a carat in each ear. And you have, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, about 3/4 of an inch on the drop. They're gorgeous, and they're clean and classy, and they are timeless and forever, just like the stones, right? Timeless and classic. And the item number on the hoops, just so you know, is 499031. So pretty, right? Just so tasteful. But if I'm not wearing hoops, I go for the studs. And the studs are the everyday. You know what? I might actually buy these for my mom for Valentine's Day. This is the kind of studs that she loves. These are perfection in every way. Why? Well, first of all, colorless, DEF colorless. That's as good as it gets. You're looking at that incredible clean, I can barely see any flaws on the clarity. You've got dispersion like nobody's business with all that sparkle and that fire. And you are once again in gold, but this is 14 karat yellow gold. Butterfly backs. You can even see the dispersion from the profile, friends. 1 full carat per ear. That shows up, right? I'm telling you, this is the show that shows up to the party. Do you see your savings, though? Because that is noteworthy. You are saving close to $400 on something that never needs to go on sale, ever. Everyone will always buy studs in gold. It will always be at the top of everybody's I want this list. $1,071 is your total with change. And I will tell you again, ShopPay will allow you to do it in increments. So if there are a few things you loved in this show, maybe you loved that signature ring, maybe you love these studs, and you're saying to yourself, the only way I can do it is in payments. I can't do it all at once. That's fine. You just tell them you want to do ShopPay. You can select that when you're checking out, and you have the option to pay now or later, and it really will help you out in the process. I do want to say this. We only have about a minute left, so let me just really quickly give you a final measurement, because I want you to see how the size of a full carat in your ear is going to really measure out. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. This show, I have a list going in my head of everything that I personally want. I hope you feel the same. I love everything that we've shown so much, and I really hope that you enjoy and love and wear it all in great health. It is all forever. It is all forever one, and you are going to have the most extraordinary collection of jewelry, or gift the most extraordinary collection. And the nice part is you don't even have to pay for us to deliver it to you. You can't order a pizza for free shipping, but we're going to send you these pieces with free shipping and free returns. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Nikki Stanzione, and I will see you very shortly. We've got a lot more fabulous pieces on Made Shopping coming your way. Don't go anywhere. The fun has always just begun. Now, which pieces should I buy? I think I'm going to buy this one. I'm probably going to get this one too. Probably going to get all of them.